Okay, guys, this is the team from Empty by Design. Everybody want to say hello to StoryMag.com.
Hey, StoryMag.
And each of you introduce yourself from you, going clockwise.
I'm Brian Merrick, I'm the editor.
I'm Osric Chau, I'm actor-producer.
I'm Madeleine Humphries, I'm an actress.
Dante Basco, producer.
Andrea Walter, writer, director, DP.
Yeah, you got hair and makeup.
Awesome, because he's got awesome hair and needs no makeup. Okay, so for the director, how did this project come about for you?
This project came about a long time coming. I've always wanted to direct. I stuck as an editor and cinematographer for a while. When I moved in with Osric, our producer, we became roommates, and he thought, hey, let's just make a movie together. He asked me what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to go home, and we just decided to make a movie at home. Last year when we were here at LAAPFF, just the whole vibe of being around everyone, being in a part of our community, really pushed me forward to just finally take the step to make our first feature film.
That's great. So how did you get Dante involved? Because he's a hard man to pin down.
Actually, Osric is the reason we got Dante.
We were at a party, he was a little bit drunk, I thought it was a great time Well, it wasn't, honestly, I didn't really plan it. We're in the process of telling the world that we were doing this movie in the Philippines with no idea how we were going to do it. I saw Dante at a party, I'm like, Dante, you've produced a movie in the Philippines, you want to produce our movie? And he said yes. And then he showed up to everything, and then sure enough, he helped us produce a movie in the Philippines.
Wow, so you basically forced him to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was the best decision of my life.
We have a lot of mutual friends, and we work on another project together at Mainland China together, and we were just talking about filmmaking, and not just being in the films, but also making the movies, producing the films.
Right.
Osric and myself are, I guess, we're veterans now of the industry, so we're just kind of growing into, from actors, growing into the writing and producing stage of our career also now.
That's awesome. When did you start acting?
When I was 9, I guess. It's been like 23
Oh my God, have you seen Hook?
Yeah.
I know somebody in that movie.
Yeah, Hook.
Small indie film, right?
Small indie film.
One of the first films that I think any of us saw with an Asian face on it, like in an awesome role. Like Rufio was the guy that we all looked up to.
Yeah. I remember moosing my hair and then getting this hairspray called Modafini. Yeah, man. So what about you? How did you get involved?
Basically, I am the local import or export.
Right.
I'm a Filipino actress, and I'm good friends with Dante. And the Philippines is a small place, so we kind of mingled also in the same circles, but we had never met. And I was cast as the elder sister in the film, who is actually the more Filipino side of the lead character played by Rian Ramos, her family back in the Philippines. Basically I'm super happy to be part of a Filipino-American film that's directed by a woman that is mestiza like me, and I'm really proud of being part of this film and excited to see where it goes.
So this film was shot entirely in the Philippines?
100%.
100%. And can you explain any challenges that occurred while filming there? I know Dante was posting a couple of pictures while he was there.
I think the biggest challenge for us was I wanted to shoot during the rainy season, and I had to factor that in.
Yeah.
But the challenge of waiting for rain and working with the weather, that was challenging for me on my part as a DPM director. I think you guys had an even tougher time as producers.
We had a lot of challenges.
Yes. But I've been going back and forth to the Philippines a lot over the last few years. I've been producing films out in Hawaii, the Kinetic Films. We did a few films with Justin Chan, and been a part of this whole Asian American film movement. But what had happened is we decided when we started going back into Asia, it's time for us to, as Asian Americans, to tap into Asia.
Yes.
For the talent in front of and behind the camera, friends like Madeleine, Rian Ramos, these really great, fine actors it's time for us to build bridges, to kind of go back and forth for the Asian Americans to go into Asia, do work out there, but also bring the amazing talent in Asia in front of and behind the camera to America.
That is commendable. So how long was the entire shoot from day one to wrap day? Yes, principal photography.
17 days.
17 days.
A war. 17-day war.
Yeah.
17 days.
It was like a battle, right?
Yeah, running through the rain, running through Filipino traffic, just dealing with a lot of chickens in the edit. Sorry.
And so for you, are there any special challenges with rain and humidity with
Oh, all the time. It's
yeah?
a matter of because half our cast are from here, so there's inland to the weather. There's a lot of like battling sweatiness and oiliness, and, like, all the fun stuff.
So who's the oiliest?
I actually maybe blocked that out.
Okay. And as far as the crew is concerned, any challenges for you guys in post?
I think getting footage from the Philippines was probably the most challenging.
Oh, really?
Because they didn't always, they were uploading it from the Philippines. I was here.
Right.
And then just kind of coordinating that and being able to do that.
So do you need a lot of bandwidth for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, when they're on location, it was kind of hard sometimes, like uploading all the dailies and everything to me.
The internet infrastructure in the Philippines is still being developed. Let's just put it that way.
It's still being developed.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not as fast as it could be. Actually, I think that was the major challenge. Sometimes we wouldn't have communication with within our own crew,
Right.
Trying to find each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes good old analog walkie-talkies are the
Or just
are the
yelling
best.
across the
And the time difference, too.
The time difference was what was killing me.
Sound
and Brian.
pollution.
Sound pollution, yeah. But we had such a diverse range of where everyone was from, because our composer Rob is actually in New York. So the whole time Brian and I were working with him on the phone and on email just to get the composition with his edit. So I think we started to learn how to work in multiple countries. And
Right.
states.
That's a good skill to learn. So what was your biggest challenge working with these wonderful actors?
Really, I mean, it felt so like a big family. There were, the regular challenges as a director working, in my first film, but honestly, we were such a big family. We treated just Filipino culture as all family based, so when we went on set, that was how we just rolled up. We'd all hang out together. I mean, Osric and I had to share a room for 2 months with Chris.
Had to share a room.
Yeah, I had to.
Actually.
The 3 of us, we were sleeping like sardines. So I think just the challenge was making sure that we all got along, stayed sane. But it wasn't even that hard.
Right.
We really liked each other.
This was our first feature as a group, and there was a lot of challenges. For a lot of us, it was our first feature, period, on behind the camera. And there was a lot of challenges, but there wasn't anything we couldn't handle. And I think that was the important part. We all kind of chipped in together, and when one of us was having a down day, everyone else would pick up the slack, and there wasn't a day where it was too much for us to handle. And I am personally so proud of this group for getting through it, and that includes post-production, Brian on the edit, Rob with the music. The deadlines are so tight, but everyone kind of came together, and we did it.
And what made you decide to bring the film here?
To LAAPFF?
Yeah.
It felt fitting. We finished the film at a time where it would have worked for LAAPFF, but I'm generally really grateful that they selected the film. I'm really thankful that they asked us to be closing night.
I am too.
It feels really nice to be 100 years of Filipino cinema. This is the year that we release our film, so it just felt appropriate that the film festival that gave me my LA family is the one that presents our film.
That's great. So what's next for this film? Where else can people see this?
We have a couple of festivals we're not
allowed to
yet, but we are screening at CamFest next.
Okay. Up in San Francisco?
Up in San Francisco on May 12 and 14.
Okay, I'll try and make it up there.
That'd be great.
I love it up there during that time.
It'll be all over the country, but we are excited that we're premiering here at BC at the LA Film Festival.
Yeah, please bring this to my hometown, Hawaii, Oahu.
Yes.
Tell Anderson. Put it in there. I'll text them too.
Yeah.
Good. I'll text them too.
So I can sit on the beach. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
I'm never coming home unless you
But it's
show this
exciting
one.
because this is for a lot of us our home festival.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of us hung out here for my family, the Basco family. We've had, I think, over 5-6 films here, and it's always, we consider this like hometown. So coming to the events here, opening night, closing night, supporting friends, it's really, the Asian American community is a very close-knit community, and this is the film festival that we all kind of commune at, so it's really an honor to be here.
And it's
closing night here.
It's a great time, great food, great great drinks as well.
And we're excited that there's a lot of Filipino films in the festival.
I know, I love that, the opening and the closing.
Opening and the closing,
Oh my God, last night was great too.
Dance movie is wonderful.
Yeah. So do you guys have any advice for any artists of color out there? Starting with you, Osric.
Osric.
Man, I gotta not go on for hours. Just make things happen. Tell your stories. Tell your stories. Don't cater to anyone else. Find the reason why you want to tell a story for yourself, and just do it. Find the people who want to do it with you. That's it. They're right partners to tell the same story that you want to tell.
And you as an Asian female, any
Well, as
advice?
an Asian female, that this is the first time I really stepped foot into the local industry here in the United States. I'm American, and I plan to be here for a while to see where it takes me. So I don't have any advice to give. I guess learn from people who have gone before you and represent your country and yourself as much as authentically as you can.
I love that word. That's my word for the year, is authenticity. How about you, Dante? You want to say something and rhyme it at the same time since you're a poet?
I can rhyme it all, but as far as the people of color in America, it's our time. So specifically for Asians in America, we are at the highest profile we've been in the history of America today, right now.
For sure.
And the importance of what that is going into this new era of media. All the stories being told should be mostly from our point of view. And it's not about other people telling our stories. It's about us telling our stories of ourselves. And so, that being said, just echo Osric, is if you have a story, get it done. People want to hear it. It's valid. It's viable. They'll be there to support it within the community, as far as the Hollywood community, and then also the community at large, Asian and all. Let's get some work done.
Okay. I'll follow that.
That includes you.
That includes me. Oh, man. I was going on a vacay. How about for you as a director? Female director.
I mean, pretty much everything else that they said, but I think paying it forward. The biggest thing I learned from working with all these guys and this film festival is that if you're in the position to make stories about yourselves and the people you want to represent, do the same thing and bring someone with you. Because this festival did that for me, so I feel that as the biggest thing that we can do is continue to move everyone else up, because I can't continue my career unless someone else does it for me. We have to keep the Asians on screen, the Asians behind the screen working. The only way to do that is to help each other. So keep the community strong, and that's how we can keep telling our stories. We show up. If
That's
someone has a movie,
battle,
show up. If someone is making a movie and they need an extra hand, help them. It just doesn't matter. Just keep the community together and keep pushing it forward.
Thank you. Thank you. I second that emotion. Isn't that a song, Dante?
Yes, it is.
All right, I think that wraps us up. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, you guys. I'll be seeing you on the 10th. The 10th, that's a Friday, right?
And in